This is Jim Beaver, voice of the Lucas Oil Off-Road Racing Series, introducing Pro 2 and Pro 4 trucks on iRacing. Game on!
All right, well, welcome race fans here tonight at the EARL as we're getting ready to take on good old New Hampshire Motor Speedway, and I'm going to be accompanying here tonight with Soda Can Johnson that's been on vacation for a little bit. How you doing there, bud?
Hello. I'm happy to be back.
All right, well, we're getting ready to tackle this good old flat track I call. Man, oh man, is this going to be a fun race to watch here at New Hampshire? What are we expecting here, bud?
Well, for starters, like you said, it's a flat track, but it's also a fast track. It's a little bit over a mile, and it's pretty much just a large version of Martinsville. But what you have here with a flat track like this with such high speeds is that it's going to be very difficult to pass. You get onto the inside of a guy going into a corner, coming out on the exit. It's going to be tough to get that power back down and keep that truck cranked down onto the bottom. Um, and just the outside is going to have just a great amount of momentum. I actually several of these guys here in practice running laps, they're actually shifting down into third, about in the middle of the corner, and so that's going to help them get a better exit, and that's also going to help the truck turn a little bit better too. Uh, but what that's also going to do is that's going to affect your fuel mileage a little bit. The guys that are keeping it in fourth, they're going to be able to go a little bit longer. But we'll see. I think these front tires here are going to be used and abused tonight. And let's see, the lap times I've noticed after about 10 laps, we've lost a second of time. A lot of these guys has have. So tires are going to be extremely important tonight, as always. Uh, but yeah, New Hampshire flat track, hard to pass, but it leads to great racing.
Oh yeah, it's well, you just explained it. Sums up for me there. um, Sorry, I'm busy trying to. They're down to about about a minute to go. Trying to do two things here at once. If you don't mind here, bud, for a couple seconds here, ladies and gentlemen.
So yeah, right now we got let's see, we got Hunter Kent fastest in practice. I believe he also has a pole. Right now, that quick practice time is going to be a 29.746, followed by his teammate there, Chris Hill. He's about a tenth behind. Then behind him in third quickest in practice is going to be Will Jones in that 24 truck. And everybody else is pretty close. Got pretty much top five guys, top four guys running in the 29s. Everybody else is kind of around the 30.2s, 30.3s. But that's going to change later in the race. Rubber at this track actually affects this track a whole bunch. And we also have, I think it's, is it mostly cloudy or partly cloudy? It is
Uh,
mostly cloudy.
okay.
So we're going to have all sorts of uh, sun and shade, and the track's going to be changing a lot here this evening. And it's pretty windy too. Southeast or southwest winds at 9 miles an hour. So that's pretty significant as well.
I don't even know which way that direction is on the track.
Well, I guess it'd be well, I would hope it'd be the same way the clouds are moving. So looks like it's moving across the track from the front stretch to the back stretch. So turns 1 and 2, you're going to be a little bit looser than you are in 3 and 4. Would be my guess.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm almost done here. Let's see.
That's another thing talking about being tight and being loose. Uh, this track is just kind of the way it is. In the middle, you're going to be pretty tight, and then on exit, particularly later in the run, especially the way these trucks are now in this build, she's going to want to try to snap loose on you on the exit, especially since as hard as you're cranking that thing, because you put these tires right to their limit. So on the exit, there's going to be a lot of push loose, action going on. So some guys are going to be hitting the wall, some guys are going to be spinning out if things don't go their way. So the exit of these
Correct.
turns are extremely important.
All right. Okay. Well, these guys are getting ready to grid up here. I do have trying to bring up here. Let me scroll this in. We do have Hunter Kent starting tonight with his fastest lap there. Brian's going to be a 30.532. And then Carson in the 19 is going to start on the outside with a 30.661. So that's your two top guys there. Trying to look through a messenger that I got from the league owner here, but so all right. Well, if you want to run through the top 10 real quick because it's going to happen fast.
It's going to be quick. Tonight, your pole sitter, also quickest in practice, is going to be Hunter Kenton at 14. On the outside of him, starting second, is going to be Kason Plott in that 19. Behind Hunter is going to be his teammate Chris Hill starting in third. Adam Heasley is going to start fourth. Derek Grunge fifth. Ryan Kendrick sixth. Mark Truxell seventh. Alan DeVries eighth. Tommy D'Angelo ninth. And Jim Walton is going to round out the top 10 of this field of 21 trucks.
All right. Well, 21 trucks here getting ready to get freaky nuts here at New Hampshire, ladies and gentlemen. And this should be a fun race to watch. And, Brian, I don't like calling out drivers or anything, but I think a lot of the yellows that we're going to see here are going to be self-conflicted. Drivers driving driving in too deep or, but... Well, pace car is in, and ladies and gentlemen, green flag is out. Boogity, 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 off we go.
Case Plott had a good restart there with Hunter Kent. Looked like the 7, Chris Hill, he wanted to try to make 3 wide, but he thought twice about it. It looks like Case Plott, he's one of their teammates as well, so 3 teammates to be at the top of the field. But Hunter Kent's going to clear him, heading into turn 3. He's probably going to lead that lap. Ooh, it's a 12.
Ooh.
A little bit too high up the track. You got to stay in the groove. That third lane is about as high as you want to go. I did see him practice. Some guys later in their runs were running about maybe halfway up in that black area. But that third lane up from the bottom, that's kind of the place where you want to be.
Yes, I know you weren't here last week. I'm trying to, but there is a new team out here now, Brian, with Adams in the 12, Hunter Kent, Carson, and Jim of the 76, 19, and 14 called Burnt Rubbing Racing. Rubber Racing. So.
Yep, Burnt Rubber Racing.
Yep,
I saw that on the back of their truck.
Okay.
That cool logo.
Just wanted to make sure you knew who we were talking
somebody's
about.
spinning out of 2.
Oh.
Looks like Derek Grunge in the 84 somehow got off of the track in time to not bring out a caution. So, going to be caution free. He was running 7th at the time, but I think he just got a little bit too loose out of 2.
And that's not good either. Well, to bring up his name here, he's actually second in points.
He's got plenty of time to bounce back, though. We're only on lap 4 out of 150. Ooh, as the 12, he's got loose off 2 as well.
Oh, no.
He didn't spin it, but he locked it down in the grass. No caution again, so there's another one.
Sounds like
the dust.
Sounds like the grass is going to be your savior.
He did hit the wall a little bit, but I don't think it's too bad. Hunter Kent slowly pulling away from his teammate Kason Plott is almost a second ahead of him. Behind Kason is going to be Chris Hill in tow there. And they're, all 3 of them kind of separated themselves from everybody else. You got Alan DeVries running 4th right now, and Jim Walton in the 76 running 5th. He's under fire by Will Jones right there in the 24. Will Jones is on his inside heading into turn 1. See if he can make that inside work.
Does anybody know how to... Sorry, I'm looking at something there, Brian. Little off here.
And he had a, oh man, he was almost
Yeah.
clear, but not quite. And that's going to push the, 76 up the track, and he's going to lock it down on the outside of 3, and that's going to bring out a caution.
All right. Oh, okay. All right. Now I can get back focused here with you. Sorry about that, Brian. Getting messengers left and right, trying to call a race and do everything. I can't do 10 things at once. It's just my brain doesn't work that way. But all right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are now under our first yellow here. Okay. Well, yellow number 1 of how many? We have 7 laps in the books here so far, and I'm sure they're all going to come down through all. Also, to let you know, too, Brian, for this league here tonight, and ladies and gentlemen out there, they do run 100% fuel road now. So,
Okay, so that's a big change there.
yeah. So, as for how many laps we're looking on fuel, I don't know. I don't know how many they can get.
I'd probably guess anywhere between 70 and 80. There's a lot of off throttle time at this track, so that would be my guess. But you're going to be wanting to pit for tires way before you run out of fuel.
Well, how long do tires last?
Well, I'd imagine they probably the fronts. Probably, well, like I said before the race started, 10 laps in, you're running about a second slower than you were your first lap. So they wear out pretty good. The front tires do. The rear tires, not as much. But you probably wouldn't want to go any more than about 40 laps, I'd imagine.
10-4. All right. Do this real quick if you guys fine.
So yeah, off of Pent Road, got Hunter Kent still in the lead, followed by Kason Plott and Chris Hill, Alan DeFries, and then Channing Ballou. So it looks like Will Jones may have had a little bit of trouble there.
All right. Okay. I was trying to get anybody that's hopping over here on the YouTube side. Apparently, Facebook didn't want to load for some reason. I don't know why they do. Why Facebook does that? Acts weird. But, oh well, we are live though, Brian, here on YouTube side. Crystal clear, good to go. So at least we have somewhere, right?
Yep, that's for sure.
Something better than nothing, but okay. All right. Now, I said it before. Let's get in. I'm sure maybe Zach's out there watching this race, hopefully. We do got some Spear brothers, or Ivan. Got somebody on YouTube rooting on the Spear brothers. I'm not exactly sure where they're lined up at.
Yeah, right now you got Mickey Spear in the 41. He's running 8th, and Jason Spear in the 83. He's going to be 9th. So
Ninth.
both of them. Oh, and then you got Daryl Spear in the 32. He's back here in 16th. So
Okay.
running pretty solid for them.
Yeah, I'll have to bring up on the next stage. I do got the stage. There is stage racing here too, ladies and gentlemen. I think it was actually posted in. If you can look, Brian, it's posted in Discord. What the stage is, but all right. Well, we're getting ready to go back green here, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get freaky nuts as Hunter Kent's going to start on the outside.
Green.
And green's out, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh. Wow. Look like Christopher is trying to run down that inside there to see if he can try to get around the 57 of Allen there. And he does. He clears them. Wow, that's a power move.
He kind of pushed wide up into the 24. He's going to take that position as well. He's going to be looking on the inside of the 57, headed out of 4. Behind them, behind this group, back here, let's see, who is that? We got a 00 Ryan Kendrick back here. Well, they were double file. Looks like a lot of these guys, hey, we ain't trying to race quite yet. So
Oh, and we have the 88 going around.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Oh man, and the 86 going around too. Lost it.
Yeah, it looks like somebody didn't check up in time. It looked like the 86 there, Brian, checked up, and somebody ran right into the back of him.
Yeah, I think what it was is he was coming off a 2 and he tried to slow down, but the problem is when you got that wheel cranked so hard and you're slowing down, it upsets the truck. So I think he just lost it trying to avoid a wreck. But yeah, lots of spins off of 2. That seems like a key point at this track, trying to keep the truck straight right there. His first stage is going to be on lap 25.
Okay.
So pretty close to it as we're on lap 13. So we got about 12, 13 laps before the end of the stage here, and I would bet we don't have any takers for pit road.
I don't think we're gonna have anybody come down this time around. Well, they only got 5 laps on there. Yeah, look at that faking.
Yeah.
Don't hit that cone. Oh, we do got a taker.
Yeah, got some towards the back of the field. Looks like everyone behind 6th, 7th on back pitted.
Now, will 5 laps difference make a difference on speed? If we do get a long green flag run, but you said we got a stage coming up on lap 25, so
yeah, we only went about 2 laps there, so that's really not gonna. With the amount of cars that stayed out, it's not gonna hurt them much.
Right. I know last week's winner, Will, man, did he ever have a great race last week? He didn't get any lap time through the week from working so many hours at Kentucky there, Brian, and then he got some lap time right before the race and started back, I think, 17th position or something like that. And by the end of the race, he worked his way all the way up and adjusting on the truck, and he finally brought it home and took home the win there at Kentucky. So, I mean, he got the hard-fought win. It wasn't an easy win last week for him. So we'll see if he can make it back-to-back wins. Also, Hunter Kent, he also just got back-to-back poles. So, this new team here that they got here, Burnt Rubbing Racing, they are they're strong in qualifying right now. Last week they were in the top 3 in qualifying. I think this week the top 4 or 5. So they got the qualifying down. They're just not getting the final, the win, the money.
Yeah, it seems like they got some really good short run speed, and hopefully later in this race we'll after stage 2 we'll have some green flag runs and see if they can keep that long run speed going. It'll be interesting to see who does have a short run truck and who has a long run truck, especially as the track changes later through the race.
Yes, we'll have to see as Hunter is going to start on the outside again now. I guess that is from now. This is two starts in a row here, Brian. I guess this is recommend, to start on the outside. I would imagine it'd be better off starting on the inside, but
well, when you can control the restart like you can at a track like this, it really doesn't matter. But if he doesn't get a good start, I think I'd rather be on the outside just to have that exit off of 2.
Well, also here too, they got a league rule now that you cannot change lanes until after the start-finish line. Even though this coming out of 4, you're basically right on the start-finish line. So, but all right, well, we'll wait for that official pace car to duck in here, ladies and gentlemen, and green's out, ladies and gentlemen.
If race start by him, he's way clear. Gonna have the 57 on the outside of the 19 headed into 1. 19's going to sail it on in there. He's going to clear him. Now you got Chris Hill looking on the inside of Alan DeFries there. Try to stay side by side out of 2. Can't quite do it, though. That outside line just has so much momentum on that exit. He's going to try again in 3 and 4. Look at them guys way up there making it work in the 4th lane up there.
I was just ready to ask you, is there any rubber up there? Is there grip up there? Because
apparently.
Yeah, right. They're up there running it way high.
Oh, I hear squeaking tires in the back.
Here's some. Oh, and it's still got something going on back there. I'm not.
It looks like it was Justin Napier. Oh, yep, just tagged a little bit. The 76 on the entry to 1. Just not quite enough room there.
See if we can go back to the replay here and catch you see exactly what happened with the 56 of Justin. Watching him come down into 3 and 4. Might have went a little too far back here, ladies and gentlemen, but that's okay. Oh, that was weird. Okay, that was like net code of the 76, and they didn't even touch.
Yeah, I didn't see any netcode on my screen, but there may have been some. But yeah, the 76 just a little bit off that wall, and 56 wasn't anticipating him coming down as early as he did, and just tapped him a little bit.
Yeah, that's what. Well, from the angle that I had, it kind of looked like it was like a little warpage there, but maybe not. Telling you what, though, I'm watching this Allen here in the 57. He's up here running in 3rd position right now, and he's looking extremely strong. And to answer that question, has Jason Spears won any races?
He may.
I think
he may have. I think a Spear brother may have won a race. I feel like they did. It was earlier in the season, though. It's been several weeks ago.
I know he's top 10 in points. Now one's 11th in points, but I can't see. I don't know. I think he. Why does I got a funny feeling he did?
Yeah, if he hasn't, he's definitely had some good finishes. I mean, Jason has he's been up there for a handful of them, and like you said, he's sitting pretty good in points too. Right now, not so great today so far, running 15th, but he's more of a late race shiner.
Yeah. Well, I hope everybody's staying cool out there. How's the weather for you here today there, Brian? Hot?
Yeah, it's been pretty hot here lately, but looks like Tuesday we're going to have a cold front coming through, so get some storms, but it's going to cool things off a little bit.
Well, yep, to bring up the weather here, though, you know, tonight's air temperature right now is 90 degrees with the track temperature at 109. So with the heat and humidity here at New Hampshire, they're going to be fighting a lot of slip and sliding and hunting for grip. And with that air temperature, Brian, what can that hurt? That's got to hurt the motors. You know, they got to really watch the tape on that, I would assume, on the motors.
Yeah, 90 degrees, probably, well, maybe take off a couple percent than what you would in default, but you know, not too bad. Once you start getting over 100 degrees, that's when you got to really keep an eye on those gauges. But and especially here with so much off throttle time, don't have to worry about temperature a whole lot unless you've just really packed the tape on there.
Right. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we have number 3 caution here so far, and they're getting ready to get freaky fast here again as Hunter is going to take on the high side again. which worked the past 2 times for him.
Green.
And green's out, and he got an excellent start that time.
Yeah, had a good jump there as it's 3 to go to the end of the stage. Case and Plot looking on his inside. Will Jones just waiting for a place to jump into. See that inside line hurt Case in there. Ooh, boy, sliding through turn 3, trying to keep it off of Will Jones in that 24, which he does, but that is going to cost him a position. So Will Jones up to second.
And that just comes back to what I was saying there, Brian. They're looking for grip. The trucks are sliding through the turns and pushing, even on new tires.
Oh, yeah, and the other thing is, a track like this, you want a little bit more rear brake bias, so you want most of your braking power coming from the rear, but if you have to jump on the brake pedal real quick with all that rear brake bias into it, it can upset the truck. So that's probably what happened to the 19 there. He realized he was kind of drifting up, and so a little bit more brake, but the truck wanted to come around on him, but he kept it straight and sitting in third as we got half a lap to go to the end of this stage. Looks like Hunter Kitt is going to be sitting pretty.
Yeah. Well, Will Jones is trying to fight back up there to get the stage win, but looks like he's not going to be able to do it this time around. But
Yellow.
we have yellow out, ladies and gentlemen, for the first stage here tonight, as Hunter in that 14 takes home another stage win here. Wow, he is just... That truck has just really picked up some strength all season.
Yeah, him and his teammates there, they've been getting faster and faster every week, and it seems like they are the guys to beat here tonight.
Yeah, they're telling the Back Company Racing, hey, look, guys, said this a couple weeks ago. Back Company there was, very strong, took home a lot of wins and everything, and Back Company won last week. But I'm telling you, this BRR racing team, I guarantee you they're gonna be around for a while, because they're showing a lot of strength. And they also picked up Nick Hurd onto the team too there. Now, I know he's not into the room, but he is part of their developing driver strategy that they got going on there too. So they also got the developing drivers, coming along up through the rankings too, from what I was told last week.
Oh, Will Jones.
Wow.
I think he beat Hunter Kitt off of pit road. Great pit stop by him.
He had a... Wow, okay. Will Jones had a 13.8 pit stop to Hunter's 14.9. Did Hunter slide through his box?
I didn't see Hunter slide through his box. I know the 19 did. Kaysen slipped through his, but
wow.
Yeah, I think Will Jones is probably a bit more centered and better position for his pit crew there. Looks like Ryan Kendrick and Channing Ballou stayed out here. Well, actually, I think, did Chris Hill stay out as well?
Yes.
Or did he leave too?
No,
he
top
stayed out.
Yeah, top 3 stayed out, which would be Ryan, Channing, and Chris Hill. Your top 3 stayed out, and everybody else came now. Are they any of them ducking? Nope. Okay, they're all going to stay out. Well, they only have less than 10 laps on their tires, so. But
yeah, not a whole lot of tire wear there, but I mean, just in the first couple laps, you lose about 3 to 4 tenths. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here. I think if anything, you'd want to take 2 tires So that would kind of loosen the truck up a little bit. And right side's more important than the left sides for the first 10 laps of the run. But after that, you know, like I said, the front two tires, the left front and the right front, they wear almost the same at this track. So 2 tires is not advisable after a long run.
I agree. Alrighty, so eventually we'll get a chat in here. All right, well, pace car's in, ladies and gentlemen, as Ryan is going to take off here on the inside this time. Now we'll see how that all plays out with him.
Oh, 19 missed a shift.
Oh no, don't want to do that.
But all's good. Everybody gave enough room. He's not going to lose too many positions there.
Wow, Will Jones almost was tail whipped it into the wall.
Well, look at those guys running way up there.
How?
Overdrove it just a little bit. Will Jones under fire by the 14 of Hunter Kent now. And he's going to look onto his inside. Oh, watch out, 88.
All right, I thought we were going to see somebody run right in the back of the 88, but oh no!
Oh, no, Hunter Kent got a little loose.
Ooh.
Oh no, and hit the inside wall hard.
And we have no caution yet, ladies and gentlemen. 31 laps in the books. Yeah, it's still caution. Man. And he got it going again, but oh man, our pole sitter just looped it around.
Yeah, that's the thing at this track. You want your truck to be pretty loose to get through that middle really nicely. But what that does is that makes the exit really loose. And if you have to keep it turned, keep that wheel cranked hard on exit, that can happen. And unfortunately, it happened for the fastest guy here tonight so far. Ryan Kendrick, still our leader. Will Jones did get around that 88 there, so he's going to set his sights on the leader. As he's the first truck with some fresh tires there. We've got Chris Hill. He's going to try to figure out how to get around that 88. It's going to be pretty easy to do if the 88 keeps going up near the wall like that in the middle of the corner. Man, it's got great exit speed, though, when you do that. Like that 19, Case and Plot, made his way around. Well, he almost made his way around his teammate there in the 7. The 7 is having some trouble or something. Now he's under fire by the 57.
All right, I know you're people just don't know how to leave somebody alone when they know they're doing. Sorry, I'm getting frustrated, Brian. Anyways, trying to help you out here, bud, and I do apologize to the EARL, but you know you can't work on things. I'm only one person, guys. Sorry.
Will Jones, he did get around Ryan there. He's going to lead the last lap and this lap. Already got a half a second lead on him. Channing Ballou in that 88 going to try to defend Case and Plot. Keep his third place position. It's going to be tough to do as the 19's got to run out of 2. He's on his inside into turn 3. 88 sails it off in there. 19's going to go low.
I am.
Who's gonna...
I'm impressed with that 0-0 there, Ryan. Got 17 laps on his tires here, Brian, and he is still showing some strength.
Yeah, track position at this track is super, super important. Oh, the 88 got a little loose. Oh, the 7 gets into him.
Oh, man.
Out of 2.
What
the majority of our wrecks have been out of 2.
I was just ready to say to you, what's up with turn 2?
Even the ones that haven't brought out a caution, they've been out of turn 2.
Well, let's get the fans out there. You know a little bit more on this than I do. Both sides of the track, turn 1 and turn 2 and turn 3 and turn 4 are basically the same, kind of turn. What makes that difference from exiting turn 2 and exiting turn 4? Why ain't they struggling in turn 4?
Well, the track is symmetrical. It's got same the patching, the asphalt on it is the same all the way around as far as kind of where the patches are in the turns, and the degrees. I think the biggest difference is, and we have this at some other tracks that of course I can't think of right now, but it's the way the sun beats down on them. I think turns 3 and 4 may not get, well,
As
turns 1 and
hot?
2 and turns 3 and 4 don't get the same amount of sun throughout the year. So one of those corners I think wears out less.
Okay.
Um, which I guess would be turn 4 doesn't get as much sun as turn 2. I don't know. I may be talking out of my butt, but I think I've heard that before.
Okay. No, I mean, it makes sense of how you're explaining it. I mean, the sun beats down on one turn more than the other turn. It's going to make that asphalt, or pavement, a lot hotter, which eventually gets worn down more. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you give me 1 second, we are going to run to a quick commercial break, and we will be right back after this quick word.
One of the main reasons I did decide to join the registry is because the lack of African American representation on the registry. It's our responsibility to register. This is something that we can control. You can do this. Think about if it was your child. Think about if it was your sister. Don't let fear be the only reason that you don't save a life.
My name's Quentin O'Donnell. I'm 19 years old, and I was born and raised in Boulder, Colorado. When I was 16 years old, I was diagnosed with Hodgkin lymphoma, and since then, I have been doing 3 years of treatment. For the future, I hope that I'm able to beat my disease and just be an old person. I want to go to college, I want to continue to race, maybe be a professional driver one day, and just keep on living. That's my goal.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right. We are back. I had to take care of something there, Brian, but now I can help you because I'm going to ignore anything else that anybody wants to try to talk to me. So, there. How do they like me now? We miss you, Zach. Hope you're watching.
Yeah, Will Jones is going to lead this pack to the green here, followed by Ryan Kendrick and Nick Hurd. I don't know where he came from, but he's up there as well.
Wow. Good job,
From
Nick
19.
Hurd. Yeah. Where did he qualify at?
19th.
19th. Wow. He's the biggest mover of the race so far.
As of right now.
Yeah. All right. Well, the official pace car is going to duck in, ladies and gentlemen. And Will Jones is gone. He says, see you later, guys. Beep, beep.
Yeah, he's out there. He caught that 57 off guard pretty good there. Battling to freeze. Ryan Kendrick underneath him. But I think that outside lane is going to prevail. Yep, the 57 does end up clearing him for the time being.
That's nice to see up here, too. We got Tommy up here running in 7th place. Good run for him, too. We got Jim back here. He's running in 6th. Great run for him, too. Go back here to the Spear Brothers. They're running, looks like, 13th, 14th, 15th, if I'm correct. And yes.
Oh, we go. He's spinning the 86 out of 4. He got a little tap in the middle.
Oh,
I think we're all good, though.
that would be
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Oh, and we have a yellow.
Oh, I guess not.
Guess not. Oh, this time it looks like we'll go back and watch the replay here as the 86 coming out of turn 2, heading down to turn 3. And and the 12 just gave him a love tap.
Yeah, it wasn't much, but it was enough.
Yeah. No harm, no foul, though. I mean, it only brought out a yellow, but no one was involved into it, really.
Yeah, pretty much just a little spin there, and everybody get all stacked back up. We're on lap 45. Next stage is going to be lap 60, so about 15 laps away here.
I don't see... Well, they got 6 laps on their tires so far in fuel. I don't see nobody coming down pit road, I don't believe.
Yeah, with the way things are going right now, I think I'd just stay out.
Yeah. As we're on caution number 6, and we only have 2 lead changes as... are we wrong about pit stops?
I guess.
Well, I guess we called that wrong, ladies and gentlemen. The whole field's coming down.
Yeah, it comes down to it is how many people think that way. You know, because if you're the only person who wants to stay out, well, then you're screwed. But if you got 10 people who want to stay out, then staying out is okay. So it's just everybody's, as of right now, is too afraid to stay out.
Yeah, you had one vehicle all duck in, and then they all
It's like
decided
a lot of guys
to duck
taking
in.
2.
Oh, on a loose track like this?
Well, it's not necessarily loose. The truck just it's a push loose thing. So your truck's going so fast in the corner that it's really tight. You're turning, and then eventually you're turning so much that the truck just breaks loose. So it's more of a tire grip thing than just overall loose.
I still call that loose.
Really what it is that the truck's so tight that it gets loose because it's so tight.
Because you're putting so much
It's a
wheel
weird
into
thing.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And how do you counteract that? What do you do? Make the truck looser, but then too loose is too loose.
Exactly. So
So
a good thing to help that would be to do what some of these guys did here, is take 2 tires, because then the middle isn't as tight, and that loosens up the middle, so you can have the steering wheel a bit more straight on exit, and that'll help a little bit.
now, see, I would have never thought of that, 2 tires, because I'm scared of 2 tires. That's just me as a driver, but I would have took my brake bias and moved it up to tighten up the truck. But then I guess that would make it tight coming out.
Yeah, the brake bias, that's only going to affect you when you're using the brakes. So and it looks like a lot of these guys on entry, they're fine. It's just the exit that's giving them trouble. So brake bias really wouldn't help you on the exit.
So that explains why I don't win races.
And the other thing too is 2 tires right now isn't going to be as dangerous because, well, as soon as I start saying this, the sun comes out. But it was cloudy, and so on a cloudy racetrack, I'd feel more comfortable taking 2. But just in general at New Hampshire, 2 tires isn't always a bad thing.
Yeah, ask the race winner in real life about 2 tires, and the loser on 2 tires.
Well, the winner,
he took 4, didn't he?
He stayed out.
Oh, that's right, he did stay out.
He had no tires, and in second place he had 2. So
I wonder if we'll see that here tonight.
Pins.
Yeah.
Oh, I doubt we'll see no tires.
All right, well, it looks like Alan DeFries is going to lead us this time here to the green flag, ladies and gentlemen, and we are off here of lap 48 of 151 scheduled in the books.
That was a great restart by him. Got Derek Runge looking on his inside out of 2. Not going to quite get there, though. Will Jones is trying to move himself up into 3rd place. As those burnt rubber racing guys are all right behind him. Just like a little troop back there.
Well, you can tell they're all probably running about the same setup then, you know.
Ooh, man.
Wow. Alan,
That was close.
Look at Nick. Look at Nick Hurd moving her up to 4th place. Go, Nick.
Yeah, oh, man. Alan DeFries got a little loose. Oh, as the, that was Nick that got loose out of 2. Both of them got loose out of 2, and that's going to give the lead to Derek Runge here. If he can clear to 57, which he does, Will Jones is going to clear him as well, move himself up in the 2nd, and he's going to set his sides on the lead again.
Well, I think a lot of these drivers are scared to put their foot back on the gas pedal. I know I would be.
Yeah, again, you got the truck. It's got to be so loose to get through the middle good that the exit's a little loose as well.
Ooh, and we have Will. He slid up there entering into turn 3 and 4. And he's looking to clear the 84 of Derek.
He was clear. He could have slid up there, but he decided to give a little bit of room, and hopefully Derek will pay him the favor back as he gets up way wide.
Wow.
And he's going to lose a couple position there and fall back into 4th place.
And we have a yellow again, ladies and gentlemen. A yellow again. And I do want to say I appreciate everybody hopping over from the Facebook side over here to YouTube side. Much appreciated. As I said earlier, Facebook decided not to load for some reason. I don't know why. They integrated some new stuff, and I think it's not working right sometimes.
Oh, man.
But
it looks like 88 was a little bit high in 1 and 2, and Hunter Kent in the 14 just got into the rear and sent both of them around.
I can say this much. You weren't here last week, Brian, and the 88 and the 14, they have bad blood right now.
Oh, they're not friends.
Yeah. The racing last week was excellent. Battling for the lead, and some stuff happened, and tempers flew. I thought we were at Bristol.
But Kentucky does have a short track temper setting sometimes.
Well, the fuse was lit last week, but I think it's all patched up now here. So, but
well, it may have been before this race.
Yeah, racing's racing. People are gonna have their tempers against each other as long as you can let it go and move on to the next race. And I believe that's what they did. So, I believe it's all good.
Yeah. The thing about that is Hunter Kent, he needs some green flag laps so he can get back up towards the front. Right now, with all these cautions, he's kind of stuck at the back.
Well, he's 2 laps down too.
Oh, that he is. He must have some damage he needs to get fixed.
Yeah, he's 2 laps down that he needs to get fixed, and then the 56 of Justin is 2 laps down. I'm trying to look through the standings here. We have Tyler in the 89 that did not grid. Thomas did not grid. And Steve did not grid. So they must have had some technical issues before the race started. So they didn't grid. So we have 21 trucks that showed up. But it looks like we had 18 that actually started the race.
Yeah, 18 started the race. It looks like Tommy D'Angelo just put his truck behind the wall. So we're going to have 17 trucks on the track.
With 2 trucks. Oh, and we have Justin Napier put his truck behind the wall here too. Apparently, he couldn't get everything fixed.
Yeah, he was 2 laps down as well, so probably just a little bit too much damage on that truck.
Well, Hunter Kent's bitten at his chops, going, saying, "Okay, guys, gaining position by position." And he's going to gain another position, so being 2 laps down, he's going to go from 17th to 16th.
Yeah, he'll go from 18th to 16th. Maybe, yeah. He will need just 2 laps now, to where he'll be in the lucky dog position.
Right.
Well, actually, Channing Ballou is a lap down now too, so he'll be in the lucky dog position.
Well, Hunter and Channing, they're both going to be 2 laps down, so they're both going to be fighting for the lucky dog position as of right now. Now, Channing...
Oh, I'm just showing Channing's 1 lap down.
I'm seeing him 2 laps down, sitting in pit road. And he's got significant damage, so... Hunter moved all the way in 2 laps, ladies and gentlemen, from 19th to 15th.
We're about ready to go back green. Ryan Kendrick gonna lead him.
All right, Ryan in that 00 there. He's going to get ready to get freaky green. And green's out as he's going to set sail down into turn 1, ladies and gentlemen.
Will Jones had a great restart. He's gonna have a little bit of a nose on the 19 heading into turn 1. He's gonna get a great run out of 2. He's gonna have to check up for Ryan Kendrick actually on the exit.
We're watching down low here.
Oh, 19 getting a little loose.
Oh, man, these trucks are just loose.
Will Jones gonna split him.
Oh, wow. 3 wide battle. Whoa. All right, Will.
He will lead that lap.
He will. Oh, good one.
Will.
Will lead that lap. I like that. And, oh, we have another truck loose again, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, he corrected it. Wow.
76 and 57 doing some battling right now. 57 on the outside. Alan DeFries gonna try to keep his nose up in there above Jim Walton there, which he is, as they're gonna head down in turn 1. So, 57 way up there.
I see just evil trucks out there, Brian. I wouldn't want to be behind the wheel right now.
Yeah, it's tough to set up a vehicle for this track because it's just, these turns are so sharp. You got just these 2 giant U-turns on these drag strips pretty much. And it's flat, so really it's the fastest truck is going to be the one that has the driver that can handle the most evilest setup.
More or less.
The truck that handles the worst might be the fastest because it's so loose.
Well, we're going to, for stage number 2, ladies and gentlemen, as we're going to complete lap 60, and the 19 almost had Will, but unless they don't...
Yellow,
yeah, there's a yellow. Okay, I was going to say, I thought there was a yellow there, but all right. Well, congratulations to Will Jones, as Will's sister's out here rooting him on YouTube, so thank you for tuning in. But, wow. I don't know what to say. I'm trying to find stuff to talk about here, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm just amazed how these guys are keeping these trucks under control, because I see evil, no evil. I mean, these trucks are just evil. I mean, I'm sure they're down there sweating trying to keep these trucks, from spinning out. Phew. Wow, I'm tired and I'm not even racing.
Yeah, another thing, some of these guys might have their trucks set up for the long run after the tire pressures get built up, and so the truck might handle a little bit better after 10 laps, but I don't think we've gone 10 laps.
Yeah, actually, you're right. I don't think we got a 10-lap run in yet, actually.
So everybody gonna come down pit road.
All right. Well,
This is the final stage caution.
Yep, final stage caution. And I also want to bring up, and I know I'm assuming that Zach had technical problems last Tuesday, correct, Brian?
Yes, that was the day that his internet went out. So that is what was up with the Dirty Air podcast on Tuesday night, and we're gonna try to do it this Tuesday, but we aren't quite sure yet. We might have to figure out something for the
Okay.
future here.
Well, I'm always available. You can use my internet. I'm not saying it's reliable, but it's getting there. But yeah, I just wanted to get a shout out to all the sponsors of tonight. First off, of what you said there, Brian, Dirty Air Podcast, for all your motorsports and sim racing news, live every Tuesday night at 11 to 11:15 Eastern. I know it's late, but if you do miss it, you can go back and listen to it on Facebook and eventually if they ever get it put on YouTube. So I do apologize for the graphical there. But yeah, so you heard what Brian said there about it, that they're having technical problems, as you know, internet's the internet, and you know, what are you going to do about it? I also want to say thank you to Be The Match coming along aboard here freaky fast. Much appreciate them coming along with us all year, and also for Freaky Fast for sponsorship. I'd like to say a shout out to iPitting. iPitting is a tool made for iRacers and iRacing. Make sure you go check them out at ipitting.com, or you can check them up on hit their social media sites and go watch their YouTube channel on exactly step-by-step of what the program is, dashboard for endurance racing and things like that. I also want to give a shout out here tonight to Cameron. Is he even on here? Is he here?
I don't see him in the field. I don't believe he made it to New Hampshire.
Okay. Well, he's also the proud sponsor of his photo photography that he has. I could never say that word for some reason. I told Zach that last week.
Well, photography?
Thank you. I don't know why that word just does not go in my head. Photography.
Because the short word, you got photo. And so you read it and you want to say photography. But
More or
that just
less.
sounds weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Cameron Hageman, photography.
Photography. And he's a proud sponsor here at the EARL all season long. So I want to give him a shout out. Make sure you check him out on Facebook. And give him a like and check out his logos. He does an awesome job. But there's our shout outs here tonight for our sponsors here at Freaky Fast and the EARL. As that pace car is going to duck in here, Brian, and we are going to get ready to get freaky fast. And Will Jones says, bye-bye.
Yeah, and I think he's really going to want to see this thing go green from here on out, because he's shown that after the 1400 Kent, he got into some trouble. He's the quickest truck on the track now.
Well, Will
He's
Jones
already got a massive lead.
Will Jones is the type that if you would ask him, if we would have asked him, Brian, he's a long run truck. And like you said, I'm sure he's looking for good 10 plus laps, and that truck should come alive, as it looks alive as it is already.
Yeah, he's looking pretty good. Putting down some quick lap times, but guys behind him is pretty quick too there. Case and Plot. Not too far behind. And behind Kaysen, we got Derek Runge passing a damaged lap car right now. Behind him, we got a 76-57 going at it again. 57 gonna... Oh, he's gonna let the 00 come up beside him too.
They're gonna get side by side. That 00's on the high side, and look who's rebounding back. That 12 after he had a little bit of incidents there at the beginning, running P7. Adams there. He was
00 loose and one.
Wow. Whip-tailed it
Got
right
in there a
into the
little bit
wall.
too hot.
Big time. And now, here we go. Look at the 12. Looking on Adam. Yeah, he's looking on Allen as Adam's looking on Allen. And then you got Nick Hurd moving up to the 7th position, and he's looking strong too.
Yeah, he is. It's got some rubber laid down on the track now, so the track's going through a change, and it's we hadn't had a cloud much lately, so track's really sunny, pretty hot right now. It's 104.
Okay, now I definitely got a question. Is it recommended to downshift here at New Hampshire?
Yeah, I saw a lot of guys in practice. That's what they were doing. I know the 14 was doing it. Chris Hill was doing it. So it all depends on how you have your gear set up.
Huh.
And so they probably just chosen a gear where they're going to be shifting in the middle. And I think it's a good thing to do with this truck. It downshifting helps it turn, and you get better launch off the corner. So I know in practice, Will Jones wasn't doing it. He might be doing it now, though.
Oh, we're riding with Nick Hurd, and I just noticed that he was doing it, and it kind of caught me off guard that he was actually downshifting. But, okay. Well, let's go up to Will and see what Will's doing here, ladies and gentlemen. We'll go to
He's keeping it in 4th.
roll bar here now. He's got running fourth. Oh, we got a yellow out, ladies and gentlemen. But I was gonna say, running in 4th all the way around, of course, you're gonna get better, better fuel mileage. Ain't that interesting? And I'm not exactly sure where that yellow came from, as we were riding along with Will there, ladies and
Oh, it
gentlemen.
looks like Colt Ansley in the 86. Guess where it was?
Turn 15.
Nah, out of 2, just lost it by himself.
Oh, that stupid turn 2. We can go back to the replay and see. As we're see here, and oh yeah, just right around and into the grass he goes, and stops. Huh. I'd be calling up to the NASCAR officials and telling them, hey guys,
There's some fluid out there.
there's something going on with turn 2. Get out there and fix it. Maybe it's seeping. Did they have rain up here? No, probably not. We made a joke about that last week about rain, me and Zach here, that it always rains because they have what were we talking about? The stage racing and the yellows coming out, and I don't know, somehow it got into the rain with rain dancing, and I said, well, they have rain every week then, because the stage yellows. And anyways, I don't know. I'm blabbing, man. I don't know. Who knows?
Will Jones gonna win the race off a pit road. Gonna keep that lead. Case and Plot behind, followed by Derek Runge and Alan DeFries. And Adam Heasley in the 12, gonna round out the top 5.
Oh yeah, speaking of the top 5, and I actually got it down on my notes, and I was going to bring it up to you here. We do now, well, I'm trying to put in play here, Brian. You say the top 5. Well, with 5 to go, we're going to have the Freaky 5, and we're going to read off the top 5 for the ending of the race. So it's the Freaky 5. Not the Jackson 5s, the Freaky 5s. I never thought of that, Jackson 5s. Huh. All right. Okay. Don't ask me where my mind went there, ladies and gentlemen. We got off track a little bit. I get off track a lot, so.
What? No ABC 1, 2, 3s.
No. You know, if I wouldn't get in trouble with copyrights, I'd start playing it. But I'd get a copyright fringe and be shut down real fast. Oh boy. Well, we are up to 9 yellows here so far tonight, as we had a funny feeling we were going to see some yellows here. Some with to do. You know, I thought it would be more on the driver's side of the yellows, to be honest with you, Brian, but
Wow.
yeah, Zach, that's okay. At least I didn't call you Cedric.
Oh
Um,
yeah, that would have been worse.
yeah, so, I thought it would be more, well, saying, ladies and gentlemen, I thought it would be more on the, driver's side of things, but it's looking more of just track itself side of things. These drivers are doing the best that they can with what they got to try to tackle this, hot, heated track.
Yeah, track stuff, and the other thing, we have been in this build for a while, but this truck is pretty different from what it was before. So we're all still kind of trying to learn this truck and figure out what's going to work best for it.
Mm-hmm. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, pace cars is ducking in and green's out. And, Derek Brunch says you're not getting away this time.
Yeah, that was a good jump by him. Still going to be on his inside heading into 1, but looks like he will clear him out of 2. Will Jones will.
And that 19's going to fall back there, and he's going to fall right behind it. Well, no, never mind. Oh, we have the yellow as the 86 again of Colt back there coming out of turn 2. Spun it out. That's it. Let's just take turn 2 out of the track. We don't need it. just get rid of it.
Yeah, it was the same spot, same kind of spin. Just trying to get a little bit too much out of it. Ooh, and then overcorrected, and into the wall he goes.
Tonight's not his night.
No, unfortunately, I think that's going to be the end of his night. That truck is tore up.
And you can see here, poor Hunter. Hunter's still 2 laps down, and he's still trying to fight his way up through, and he's just not getting there. As he's got Darrell is 1 lap down, and we got the 88's 1 lap down. And then Hunter's 2 laps down, and he's fighting to try to get up there to get his laps back there, Brian, but it's not working.
Yeah, he's unfortunately, the longer this race goes, the more trucks get 1 lap down. He's 2 laps down, so he's he's gonna have a tough time trying to get back on a lead lap, but sometimes that happens.
Mm-hmm. Wow, I'm so impressed, and this is somebody that definitely needed a good run here tonight, and that would be the 17 of Nick. He's having a great run here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very good looking truck too, I must say. Love the red. If we can get a close-up. There we go. Good close-up shot. This truck, that's a beautiful looking truck. Very nice.
Yeah, it is.
Black, red, and white. That would look really nice, Nick, in a little bit of blue, or some green.
Hey, he ain't sponsored by M&M's.
Oh, now.
Can't have red, blue, green.
Why not? Yeah, you
Yellow.
can. I do. I have a whole bunch of different colors on my vehicles. I
Look like a peacock out there.
I peacock or rainbow. Oh, yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you're having a good time here tonight with us, watching these guys here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway here at the EARL. Oh, we still got... All right, we still got some fans rolling in here on the YouTube side. We much appreciate them tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. We got a rooting for Jason there, Brian, and rooting for basically all the Spear brothers.
It looks like the highest one of them right now is going to be Jason in the 83. He's in the top 10 right now, running 10th, so working his way on up there.
And you said
Like I said,
earlier, yep,
Yep, late race.
yep,
Shows up in the late race.
yep, top 10, get late into the race here, ladies and gentlemen, and like you said there, Brian, don't count them out. They might not get the wins that they need, but they're always there when top 5, top 10 trucks at the end of the night. Yep, and they look at the big picture, the points. Wins are not nothing, and wow, do we got a big thunderstorm here. Well, if you hear some crackling and thundering, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting hit by a big storm.
We're not going green.
Yeah, it is that time of year.
Yeah, it
Just get some random storms popping up.
Yeah, it just cracked and lightning right through my whole room, and it caught me off guard. I was like, wow, what was that? I'm sick of storms. All right. Oh, there we go. Well, guess what, Brian? We do got Zach out there. Zach Attack out there on the YouTube side. He is watching, but he did post, and I'm not going to say what he said at the end of it, but he said he's trying to watch, but his cell phone service is, we'll leave it at that. So
yeah, no internet, so he's got to go off of that 4G, and out in the boondocks where he is, ain't too good out there.
Well,
so, here we go.
Green's out as Will Jones takes off on lap 82 of schedule 151, ladies and gentlemen. And that 84 that time, Brian did not get it. He got a good jump, but not like he did last time.
Yeah, he didn't time it quite as good this time as he did last time, but he is still going to hold on to second place for the time being. As right behind him, you got 19 and 57 really battling it out. Ooh, 19, crazy loose. He's able to hold on to it. About a quarter of a truck length headed into one.
There goes that 57. Oh, we have the 12 going around.
That was synchronized spinning. They both got loose at the same time.
Oh, what's the odds of that?
Or did, oh no, okay, there was a little bit of contact there. Between the 76 and the 12.
We also...
Everybody else made it through okay, so not too much damage.
We also got Brandon out there rooting for the 19. All right. Well, I do appreciate everybody tuning in here tonight, listening to me and Brian talk about whatever. Well, caution number 11 here, so we're going to play the over and under game here, Brian?
I don't know if I want to guess on this one.
Oh, okay.
My guess would be about somewhere between 15 and 18.
Wow. Really? You think so?
It was 11 laps, or 11 cautions, 86 laps. I don't think they're done yet.
Yeah. I would have to... I'd have to agree with you. I mean, I could go and say more and then just really make all the drivers nervous and be like, well, we're listening to the broadcast and now they think we're going to have 33 yellows.
It won't be that many. Some of these guys, it looks like they need to just tighten up their truck a little bit. You will suffer in the middle, but if it helps you on exit, I think that's what you got to do. Got to tighten it up, put that... right rear spring perch. Let's see, I think you want to put that down to make it tighter.
I wouldn't know. I don't know anything about setups.
Zach definitely knows. I think that's what he told me to.
Well, Zach, if you're out there still watching on your buffering cell phone, which way do you go, man? Up, down?
I do know it's weird on these stock cars. You do it the opposite of what you would do on an Indy car, as far as the loose tight goes. On an Indy car, you move it in the opposite direction to get the same effect as you would on a stock car.
Well, also here, Brian, too, though, you know, if anybody's fighting a loose truck, you know, we're starting to get late in the afternoon here. Track temperatures should soon start dropping down a little bit here and there.
Yeah, it looks like in sim time is going to be about 4:30, 4:26. So let's see, and the date is going to be May 15th in sim time. So yeah, I'd imagine it's start getting dark around maybe 7:30, 8 o'clock. So track might start to cool down a little bit.
Well, it's down
So
to
it is down to
100.
101.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's down to 101, so it's from 109 at the start.
Yeah, it's just kind of all over the place because of the mostly
Clouds.
cloudy skies we got.
Yeah. Maybe they're rain clouds. Maybe we'll be go under rain delay.
Oh Lord, I hope not.
We we can bring back some old footage of Freaky Fast. 1989 Freaky Fast. All right,
Have
well,
to put elevator music on.
there you go. Well, then I'll fall asleep. Oh, we should be going back green here. We are, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be going back green here of lap 89 of 151. And green's out, and off they go. And, wow, the backpack there, Brian, did not get going at all.
Yeah, I think they're having some trouble getting stacked up back there because they are coming out of the turn, so it's kind of a difficult place to see where the leader is and when they go. So if nobody's calling it out, it can be kind of difficult to know where they go since you're still in the corner. But yeah, Will Jones, good start. Case and Plot, second. Followed by Alan DeFries in that 57.
And Nick Hurd is just having one well of a rip. Wow. Good job, Nick, man. Keep it up. I'm rooting for you, buddy.
He's doing pretty good. He hadn't kind of had a mid-season slump. He started out the season really good, and then just kind of had a little bit of slump. But maybe this is the race where he bounces back.
Oh,
I hear tires.
And it was Alan. That was Derek Runge. Got way too deep into the turn. No yellow.
Oh yeah, he just overdrove it a little bit. Rear end of the truck came around. That wall kept him straight, so no caution. He is heavily damaged.
He's second in points too. He should be able to, this shouldn't hurt him too bad, hopefully. Will Jones is definitely, he's got that 19 all over him.
Yeah, can't seem to get a little of a gap between him and Case in there. And Sun just came out too, so track temp gonna start coming back up. He did seem to get a little bit of a better exit than Case in that time by. Last time lap was a 30.079 and Case ran a 30.169, so Will Jones just a tad bit quicker. Then Alan DeFries in third, he ran a 30.437, so he's about 0.3 off of those two guys up in first and second.
Wow, I'm just shocked that these guys are driving like the third line up. I mean, they're going way into the turns high.
Yeah, I saw Nick Hurt in 3 and 4. He was running up against the wall. He may have been given that spot to the 7 of Chris Hill there, and that's why he was way up there. But yeah, some of these guys they're making that that 4th lane from that yellow line work.
Yeah, as we ride along with the 19, he's way up in the lane number 4. I would assume that they're running up there. Maybe there's no grip down there at the yellow line there, Brian. People just don't want to get down there. Or it looks like they're, well, the 19 himself looks like he's diamonding the corner. Like you would at like a Charlotte or, you know, one of them kind of tracks.
Yeah, the diamonding the corner here at New Hampshire, it's again, it's like a big Martinsville. So we tend to diamond the corner a little bit at Martinsville, and at New Hampshire, it's pretty much the same thing, just on a larger scale.
Right.
And so that's going to help you with tire wear. It's going to help you with getting a better exit, because you want that exit straight as possible. So the guys that can get the 0-0, hit the wall just a little bit out of 2. But yeah, the guys that can get the straightest exits out of 2 and 4 are typically going to be the guys running in the top 5.
Well, Christopher Hill bounced back too. He's back up there at P4 now. He bounced back. He fell back there for a little bit.
Yeah, he did. He's yeah, back up to 4th place. I think. Yeah, he got back to the back of the pack there for a little bit, but you can see it took him, good grief, 50 laps to get back up into the top 5. So track position super important. Will Jones making a little bit of gap on Kaysen now. We're in a 30.11 last time by, and Kaysen ran a 30.33. So Will Jones able to hold his speed.
And back here with 10th, 11th, and 12th here, Brian, with the Spear Brothers. They're out here just out all riding alone by themselves, enjoying the scenery.
Yeah, it's I mean, that's a good way to stay out of trouble, because up until now, I think this is going to be our longest green flag run as of right now. So up until this point, we've had kind of cautions left and right, so that's the best strategy to stay out of trouble, especially at a track where there's really not much to go. The track can seem kind of narrow when crashes are happening.
Yes, yeah. I'm riding back here with the number 32 at Darrow Spears with the Texas truck. Nice bright yellow truck. He's just out here riding along. All right, I wonder if the Spear Brothers, maybe they don't want to win this race here, Brian. Maybe they don't like lobster.
Well, I ain't never had lobster, so I couldn't tell you why that would be.
I never had lobster in my life either, and I don't eat seafood, so.
Oh, I love seafood, but both my parents are a little bit allergic to shellfish, so I'm kind of apprehensive to try it.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, that explains it. Okay.
Yeah, I ain't trying to have my throat swell up.
No, and you don't know if you're allergic to it, so you're.
Yeah, I need one of them allergy tests. But anyway, back to the race. Chris Hill moved his way up to 3rd place past Nick Hurd. Oh wait, no, he was
3rd.
Never mind. I forgot that Derek Grunge had hit that wall way back then.
Right.
So last time I looked, he was 4th.
Oh, he's about 5 seconds behind the leader right now. Nick's about almost 5.5 seconds behind the leader, and then Allen in the 57 is about 6 seconds behind. So the 24 and the 19 are basically just pulled away from the field, and it's a 2-horse battle so far.
Yeah, as of right now, these are the 2 guys to beat, with Will Jones just a tad bit faster. Past couple laps, though, Kaysen has caught up to him a little bit. This track is a rhythm track. Again, just like Martinsville. Rhythm track. New Hampshire is a rhythm track, so get into that rhythm and you find something and you pick up a couple tenths.
Yes, I know all about rhythm because I'm a rhythm driver. I love rhythm tracks. As he's Adam here, he's in that 12. He's trying to take over Ryan there in that 0-0, which it looks like he did clear him.
He's going to clear him. Not too much of a fight right now. And this is kind of uncharted territory right now. Again, this is the most green flag laps we've had, so a lot of these guys, unless they've put a good amount of practice in, don't really know how their trucks are going to react on old tires like this. It seems like a lot of that looseness for a lot of the guys seem to go away, and I have to wonder if that's because you get the tires up to pressure.
Mm-hmm.
The truck handles a little bit better that way.
Yeah, I noticed in the trucks itself, you don't see the back end swaying around much. You don't see the guys struggling with the truck. So I believe you hit that right on the nail there, Brian, that the tire temperatures got up and they got into the rhythm, and now they know what they have for the next pit stop. They should have to make at least 20... Well, they might be able to make it.
Something happened in case.
Did he hit the wall?
He was pretty close to Will there. Now he's waiting. Oh yeah, he got a little bit loose coming out of 2 about 3-4 laps ago. That cost him a bunch of time. Oh man, great save by him though. Holy cow.
Us and our big mouth. We were just giving plobs. Yeah. Oh my God.
To plop.
Props. Oh boy. All right, my speech is off tonight, like every freaking night. That's why I have you and Zach doing the announcement. I do all the graphical stuff.
So right now, everybody pretty much spaced out for the most part.
Yeah, I was just looking through the field here to see if I could find anything anywhere, but it's
pretty calm right now.
Yeah,
calm before the storm.
You just took the words out of my mouth. And get back up here to Will. His sister says they only like lobster when it's cooked.
When it's cooked.
Well,
no lobster sushi.
Ew.
Yeah, I ain't never heard of that.
Yeah, neither have I. That's But check out this. Hunter Kent is only 1 lap down now. He's got to get by the 88 to get back on the lucky dog there, Brian.
He's going to have to get by the 88, which is going to be about a straightaway ahead of him. Oh, we got a truck spinning.
Oh no. Oh!
Oh, Nick Hurd.
Oh no! He got the broadcast jinx.
He's doing so good too.
Oh man. Let's go back and watch the replay here, ladies and gentlemen, see what happened with Nick. He's coming down the backstretch. Coming down into turn 3 and 4 here, and what the world was that? Did you see that, Brian?
I just thought it got loose.
He went into the turn, and all of a sudden it's like the brakes completely locked up on him, and it snapped the truck. If you go back and watch...
I bet he had just a little bit too much rear brake bias into it.
Yeah.
That's what that looks like.
That thing just like all of a sudden went and just shot right to the wall.
Yep, that's what it was. Oh, yep, overcorrect a little bit too much. Man, at Red Rock Basin.
No, it got based all right. It based the wall. Head on. Hey, Nick, do you like lobster or no?
I don't know, I tell you what, That lobster they gave the winner today. He said it was a 22-pound lobster.
20.
Its claws were the size of my head.
That's crazy. It's fake.
No, it was alive. That was a live lobster.
Oh no, I know. I'm just yeah.
Thing was massive. They fed that thing uranium food or something.
Uranium food. They gave it Miracle Grow.
Yeah, Miracle Grow. There you go.
Wow. All right. Mr. Plot just beat Jones out of
Sure
pit
did.
road.
Be interesting to see if he can hold him off. So we got about, let's see, we're on lap 113 out of 151. So that's about
39.
39 laps.
Oh. I apologize, Angie. Okay. She likes it when she cooks it. She said, no, when I cook it. Okay. I missed the I. Okay, so what do you do? Okay.
Yeah, we gonna need a recipe.
Well, yeah, well, I don't need a recipe. I don't need seafood, but what do you do different? Why don't you like anybody else's lobster? Is it something you do to it?
Special season.
Yeah, I mean, you know, what's let us know. Trust me, put it on YouTube chat. We won't let anybody know your secret recipe. Well, look who stayed out, too. He says, well, with 38 laps to go, I'm going to have to stay out and just gamble.
Yeah, he's gonna have to get his wave around. That's gonna be his only saving grace right here, and he's gonna need a caution as well.
Which we are on caution number 12. So there he goes. He gets his wave around. He's going to put him back on the lead lap. The 88's back on the lead lap because he did get the wave around. I mean, the lucky dog. So all trucks are now back on the lead lap as the track temperature has dropped down to 99 degrees there, Brian, and the air temperature dropped down from 90 to 89. So you can tell we're getting later in the afternoon, and I think the track's going to start cooling off a little bit for these guys.
Yeah, which is used to, that would mean that you get a little bit more grip, but now with the way things are in this build, it pretty much just means that if your truck was tight before, it's going to be more tight, and if it was loose before, it's going to be more loose.
Oh, jeez. Yay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get freaky green here with 37 laps to go here at Freaky Fast with the Earl, and green's out, ladies and gentlemen, as the flagman waves that green flag. 19 got a great jump going down into turn 1. He's going to clear the 24 Will Jones there, as we're going to have Alan DeFries now in the 57. He's going to pop there in the 3rd place there with the 12 falling right behind him. In 4th place with that 0-0 of Ryan in the top
Chris Hill
5.
looking on his inside.
And you just took the words out of my mouth as we had Chris Hill there now, ladies and gentlemen, looking on the inside. But it looks like he's going to fall right back in line.
Yeah, just that he hopped in underneath him in the middle of the corner and didn't have such a great exit. Looks like he's going to have a little bit of a better one this time as they head into 3. Let's see if he can clear him. Ooh, got a little loose on the braking there. But all is well. And not quite. I'll have to try it again.
And Will
Got a
Jones.
hurry too.
Will Jones just put down the fastest lap too of a 29.7. So everything's picking up.
7 clears the 0-0 for that 5th place position.
34 laps to go. It's time to go. These guys are not wasting any more time now.
It's go time now, as I think they've got a kind of a battle for the lead. Will Jones was kind of looking.
Well, you know that 19's shifting, and he's not going to be worrying about fuel mileage anymore with 33 laps to go.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about fuel. Just gonna have to worry about keeping the tires under you. Will Jones trying to put a nose in there. Ooh, he's loose.
He's trying to.
A little squiggly wiggly off of 4. Because 19 just keeping it consistent, and as soon as I say that, got loose out of 2.
Oh, and now we got the 24 going to duck on the inside, going into 3, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, and we got a caution.
Oh, who was leading?
Who was ahead?
Yeah.
Looks like 19 was.
And there it looks like the 84 might have been involved. Let's go back and watch here and see if we see here, Brian, as... Oh, yeah, the 84 just... Oh, and he locks it up coming out of 3 and... no, out of turn 2. Well, no one ran into him. But it did trigger that yellow there as he was getting back out on the track after he got that truck rolling again. Wow. You know who likes this one? Hunter.
Yep, everything worked out for him.
Well, actually, it didn't.
Oh.
Because now he's a lap down again.
Well, how did that happen?
I don't know. My scoring pylon's showing him 1 lap down.
Yeah, mine is too.
He made a pit stop.
Oh. Well, he'll get the lucky dog this time.
Gonna say, he's gonna get the lucky dog, so it still all played right where he wanted it to. As the 84 brings her down, Nick's gonna stay out and lead a lap, get that bonus point. 30 laps to go here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, you ready to wet your whistle, Brian, with 30 laps to go?
Oh, yeah, I could use a whistle wetter.
Yeah, whistle, wet. We whistle while we work. Wait. All right, well, we're going to quick wet our whistles, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to run the commercial real fast. Thanks again to Beat a Match, and make sure you check out beatamatch.org for all the info on what Beat a Match is, and we will be right back after this quick word.
One of the main reasons I did decide to join the registry is because the lack of African American representation on the registry. It's our responsibility to register. This is something that we can control. You can do this. Think about if it was your child. Think about if it was your sister. Don't let fear be the only reason that you don't save a life.
My name's Quentin O'Donnell. I'm 19 years old, and I was born and raised in Boulder, Colorado. When I was 16 years old, I was diagnosed with Hodgkin lymphoma, and since then, I have been doing 3 years of treatment. For the future, I hope that I'm able to beat my disease and just be a normal person. I want to go to college, I want to continue to race, maybe be a professional driver one day, and just keep on living. That's my goal.
All right, we're back. Sorry for going that 8 in your ear there, Brian.
No, you good?
I have a dog trying to eat a rug for some reason. He's got a fascination on rugs.
Hey, don't you know that rugs are they're the tastiest things of 2019?
Well, then my dog is weird because yeah, I don't know. He just likes eating rugs right now. I don't know why. Got this fascination, but all right. Well, we're down to 28 laps to go here, ladies and gentlemen. As you just heard a little bit of my life story with my dog. That is now 13 weeks old. Pace car ducks in, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna have 27 laps to go here, and green's out as the 19 is gone.
Yeah, 00 had a good restart too. Will Jones going to sail it off into turn 1 and make sure he gets himself clear. As behind them, we got the 12 trying to pass the 83, get that 4th place position. Looks like 83 is going to clear him. And what did I say about Jason Spear there?
This really took the words right out of my mouth. Look at that.
Up to 4th.
Yeah, he's riding in the back, and then he was in the top 10. Now he's up in the top 5. As he's getting pressured by that 12, though.
The element of surprise.
Well, look at Mickey, too. Mickey's in the top 8. Darrell's in the top 10.
Ooh, 12 got loose. Trying to pass the 83. He keeps it straight, but that's going to cost him a bunch of positions.
Yeah, Chris there in the 7 got by. 76 got by. So one little slip up's looking like you can lose like 3 to 4 positions with one, but wow, we got a lolly pack of cars, trucks back here with Mickey, and Hunter's involved into this, trying to work his way back up through. He's trying to rebound our pole sitter. He's looking on the inside. Looks like he's gonna. Oh no! Slides up and bumps the 41.
A little bit of contact there, but all is well. Luckily, we don't have tire rubs in iRacing yet.
That's a love kiss. Hunter was just saying, "I'm here. I love you, man. Thanks for letting me go by."
So yeah, you can see that 14 able to get onto the throttle a lot quicker than all these other guys he's around.
Well, we know he has a setup underneath the hood. Damages now is what's hindering him.
Ooh, 84 got a little loose. Little wiggle. 14 has to go way down to get up underneath him and try to pass him.
I don't think it's recommended going underneath that yellow line.
No, well, even that first lane there, the banking is so different from the rest of the lanes that it can upset the truck pretty bad if you aren't careful when you get onto it. But 14 was able to use it. Didn't gain him a position that time, but man, he's looking a little bit loose too. 84 makes his way around the 32 there. Oh, we got a caution.
Oh no. And we have a yellow out for, I don't know who's
It's like Alan
involved.
DeFries in the 57.
Oh man.
Just lost it
Alan.
out of 2.
I'll go back and watch to see what happened here with Allen. Oh man. Taking her down into turn 1 right behind the 41 there of Mickey. Looks like, and oh, that thing just, wow. I call that bipolar spin. Bipolar loose. That thing just all of a sudden just snapped out on him there, Brian. Just out of the blue.
Yeah, well, that's that push loose. Just having to crank it so hard that eventually tires just give.
Well, I know from experience that tires give, and I guarantee you it looks like a bipolar loose, like how it all of a sudden just snaps out. But I can guarantee you if we could see the gas pedal and the brake pedal, that is probably right when he stepped on the gas is when that happened.
Yeah, it typically happens after you get back onto the throttle.
Angie said she has her dog, she's got a dog too, and it snores like a grown man. I don't
It
feel,
must be a bulldog or a mastiff or something.
I don't know. Well, she'll let us know what kind of dog it is, but yeah. So if you hear me yell by accident, I do apologize because the beginning of the broadcast here, ladies and gentlemen, I actually had to mute my mic because I turned around and looked, and he has the back of my rug destroyed. So after tonight's broadcast, I got to go clean up a rug.
Well, that's not as bad as our friend Bobby Skinner there. He got a new puppy as well. His ate the USB cord off of one of his joysticks.
What the? Jeez.
Yeah, chewed right through it.
Oh, my dog.
Had a fixed cord.
That's the way Blue is here too. He's a 12-week-old, and all he wants to do, he's got blue heeler in him, and well, blue heelers are known for cattle dogs, and all they do is nip. That's their job. That's what he. And trust me, that's all he does is chew, 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 and nip, nip, nip. And I actually lock my computer room so he doesn't come in here and chew my stuff up. I'm not that rich to replace all this stuff.
You need to get some get him some pig ears.
Yeah, he's got, but you know what? He's got about 15 different toys. He's got everything a freaking dog would need, and it doesn't interest him. He don't want to play with it. He wants to play with everything he's not supposed to. But Angie out there with 19 laps to go here, ladies and gentlemen. But Angie there, Brian said it's 11-year-old lab.
Oh, a lab.
Lab, yeah.
Wow, old dog.
Look who's starting second here.
Green flag.
Jim was actually, was he the leader? No.
I think he was. Oh, man.
Will,
He tried to block Will. Will wasn't going to have any of it. And and he's loose.
Oh,
no.
Hang on. Jason
He must have stayed out. Well, that puts Jason Spear. He's going to lose positions because of that.
No, Jim did not stay out. Everybody pitted.
Okay. Huh.
Wow.
But yeah, that was. Whoa.
Well, that was a chain. And
Disastrous.
oh, wow. Who was that in the back? This door slammed. Oh, Hunter just bumped into somebody. Door slammed in the side of him by accident. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was a chain of events.
Yeah, and it all happened.
And there goes the 32 going around. He spun back here on the backstretch.
Let's see what happened here. Oh, it looked like the 41 was coming up, and he thought he was going to come up all the way. He got on the brakes and got rear-ended by Nick Hurd. Nick Hurd wasn't expecting him to do that.
Oh.
Yeah, Daryl there thought the 41, Mickey, he thought he was going to come up, but tough break.
Well. Oh, it sounds like I heard somebody's motor pop. No, I'm not seeing nothing.
Oh man, and Will Jones went down pit road, but not a lot of other people did.
Oh man. Ladies and gentlemen, buckle your seatbelts. Now the action pack is going to get ready to get nuts. Oh boy. Here we go.
Yeah, when we go back green, we're going to have about maybe 10 or 11 to go. So there is not going to be as much room as there was before.
No, and the intensity has picked up, like majorly. It's end of the race, like you said there, Brian. We are up to caution number 15. Short track racing is what we have. I mean, I don't know what else to say about it. I would say short track racing at its best, but you know, these guys are dealing with a hot track. Trucks looks crazy loose, and I know that. And here comes the sun again. Let's just make it more hotter while we're at it. Well, what an turn in events, though. We have the 76 now up to third. 19's been up there. We got Chris up there now. Adam is in 4th position. Jason is in 5th position. Alan DeFries was up there for a little bit. Hunter Kent's bounced himself back to 7th. Derek hit the wall a couple times, and he bounced himself back up to 8th. But Will Jones is going to be starting 11th position with 14 laps to go. So pace car's in, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get ready to get nuts here at the Earl. And green's out, and the 19's gone. And see what that 12 does as he passes to 7. Hang on to it in turn 1. Oh, Hunter.
Oh, the 14 sailed it off in there and got loose.
Oh, now we got 3 wide back there with Will. We're going to have 4 wide. 4 wide don't work, guys.
Jeepers.
Jeez. Oh, the 12 slides.
Oh, man.
4 wide does not work, guys.
Oh, and the 12
no.
turned him.
Oh,
He's
the
upside
24's upside down. We need a ambulance.
Oh, no.
Wow.
I said there wasn't going to be as much room. And there definitely was.
Wow. Right along inside the cockpit of Will as he looks down up underneath. He's trying, and oh, he just gets spun and up. Hang on, ladies and gentlemen. Over he goes. Oh, man. Oh, and the 32 clipped him. Oh, and then into the wall he goes. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
I have to wonder if Will Jones didn't realize they were 3 wide still. And if he just came up a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know. All I know is that good night ended rough for Will, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to put him in pit road and too much damage to get fixed for the ending of this race.
Good grief.
And I got a funny feeling, ladies and gentlemen, this ain't done.
No, we got well, it's now 10 to go. Something tells me it's actually going to be about 15 or 16 to go. I think we're going to have some green-white checkers.
I was just ready to say, I think we're going to have some green-white checkers here, ladies and gentlemen. And if that does happen, just to let you know that the scoring pylon that you see the ticker up there will keep track of drivers as position-wise. But as for us up here in the broadcast booth, we need to take over manually on laps because it will say the race is finished when actually it's not. The program doesn't read green, white, checkered yet, so it doesn't know that the race is still continuing. It just thinks it's over. So we'll do our best to keep up with everything, but you can see in the ticker here, we do, first time here tonight for the Earl, we do got a little thing up there for top 3. So it does show who's running in the top 3. So Brian can't see that, but I'll use that as for my reference, and he's gonna have to look on his pylon to try to keep up with what's going on if we do have a green white checker. So you ready for a green white checker, Brian?
Well?
No. Well, no. He's like, oh, no.
Yeah, Case and Plot sitting in first. Chris Hill second. Alan DeFries third. Alan DeFries, he's been all over the place. He's been up front, he's at the back, up front, back. Now he's back up front.
Get ready to do the Freaky 5, too.
Yeah, that's very true.
Tune in to the Freaky 5 at 5. Wait, no. I'm still at work at 5. That won't work. You can tune in, but I'm not gonna. I guarantee you I won't be there.
Yeah, so unfortunately, it looks like Will Jones, he's going 2 laps down. It looks like he's going to be finishing 14th here tonight.
Yeah.
After a great run by him, just that's what happens when you make the wrong call. And you go down pit road, everybody stays out. You gotta try to get that track position back and make up those positions, and you get caught up in a mess.
Yeah.
Sometimes that can happen.
And making up that track position too with, 15 laps to go, it kind of puts you in an anxious, spot where you're like, oh my God, I got to get what I can. You know what I mean? So you start rushing things. Not saying that's what Will did, but you just try to, enhance what you normally
You take more
would.
chances.
Right. All right, well, that official pace car is stuck in, ladies and gentlemen, and
Green
19
flag.
takes
Oh, wow.
off there with the 7.
7 had a good jump too. But I think the 19, he got in a third gear a little bit better. Got the 14 going around the outside of Jason there.
76 still battling. 7 laps to go.
Oh, 12 gets into the back of the 83, and then the 32 gets into the 12. But we're all good.
Beating
Everybody's
and
still going
banging.
straight.
Oh, and now the 41 into the 00. Oh, man.
14's going to get around to 76 up to 4th place. Does he have enough time?
Oh, wow. Hunter up to 4th position. And that's his teammate there, the 76. So Jim left him go by. He wasn't going to battle him too much.
Yeah, he didn't make it easy, but once he realized 14 was going to get around him, he gave him the room.
All right, well, 5 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen, and here's your Freaky 5 tonight. It's going to be the 19 running in first position. Chris in the 7 is going to be in second. Alan DeFries is going to be third. Fourth is going to go to Hunter Kent, and round out your top 5 here tonight at the Freaky 5 with 5 laps to go will be Jim in the 76. And
Yeah, up front, 7. Oh, excuse me. 7 trying everything he can to try to get that 19 a little bit closer, but 19's just solid. 19 solid on the short run, medium run, and the long run, and looks like a lot of these guys are a little bit on the looser side on the short run, so 7 truck just having a little bit of trouble getting back to the gas.
Well, if the yellow comes out now, I believe the race would be over. Well, yeah, it'd be over, right? 3 laps to
No,
go.
we get a green white checkered at that point.
So when does the game look at it? With 2 laps to go, we won't get a green white checker?
No, when the white flag comes out, just like real life.
Oh, okay. So, all right.
So we're coming up to 2 laps to go here. Case and plot. Putting on a clinic up front as a 7. I don't think he's going to be able to get there. Behind him, you got Alan DeFries and Hunter Kent, all spaced out. Really, the first battle is going to be between the 12 and the 76.
We don't get a
Oh,
yellow.
and the 12
here.
gets a little loose. Oh, and he hits the wall.
Yellow.
And that brings out a yellow coming to the white flag.
Yeah, but
oh my gosh.
Are we gonna have a green white checkered? Because the 19 was across the start finish line when that yellow came out. He already cleared.
It says the race will be extended.
Oh, wow. So he did not get the white flag when the yellow flag flew.
I did not see the white flag come out, so
it was right there because I was watching it on while you were talking about the 12, I was watching the 19 exactly when he crossed that start finish line. And wow, the yellow flew just before he crossed the start finish line. And
oh no.
What in the world? The 7 and the 57 ducks down pit road.
Oh, that was not the right call.
Oh, boy.
Now,
okay.
the 14 is going to be in second. What a day for him. Was up front, had some trouble, was 2 laps down at one point, had so much trouble getting his laps back, got his laps back, and everything has fallen into his hands.
This is crazy. This is, whew. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't like this action, then I don't know what to tell you because wow. We are up to 17 cautions, Brian. You nailed that right on the nose. You said between, what, 15 and 18?
Yeah.
Something like that. So, and this race is not over. I don't know.
Still got 2 more attempts.
Is that what they have? 3 attempts?
I think so. I think we went over that when green white checkers came out. I think they have 3 I wish they put that in the info tab.
Yeah, iRacing itself, that'd be nice.
iRacing didn't think that far ahead.
Yeah, they know how to put green white checkered into the game, but they don't know how to put a source code for a text. Just joking. iRacing is the best game out there for your racing, sim racing needs. Yeah, I have to say I guess
It's got to be the bet. Well, it does have its flaws, just like anything else. But when you want to talk about just the level of competition and what they offer, if you do get to the highest level of competition, it's got to be the best. Because I don't know any other sim racing simulation that offers you $100,000 if you win a championship.
Yeah. You know what I could do with that kind of money? Oh boy.
And the other thing, these the top of the line over on the stock car racing side, the Peak Antifreeze Series, eNASCAR Peak Antifreeze Series, and the winner's purse for each race is $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
So not only is there a championships purse, but every week if you finish third, I think somewhere around $200-$300. Second place somewhere probably around 500, but winning you get $1,000. And
Yeah.
so and I mean that's a video card right there. Put
Heck
that
yeah.
money back into your sim racing rig and make it better so you can get better and you can go out there and win more races.
Amen on that. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, buckle your seatbelt. We're going to have a green-white checkered here. Get ready, because this is going to get freaky nuts here as the 19's going to set sail and green's out. Well, let's see if he can get the white.
14 sleeping. Oh, no. 00's going to get around him.
Just got to get that white flag. Just got to make it
got
back.
all
And Nick saves it. Keeps it green. Just got to make it around this turn here. Got to get across that start-finish line.
Sneaking through the 57. Oh, the 00 in the wall.
And white flag. White flag, ladies and gentlemen. Caution comes out. Race is over, so...
Well, the caution won't come out.
Yeah.
So
Well,
it's
look
gonna
at
be
that.
green. Looks like case and plot. He's sitting pretty. One more turn to go. 7 too far back to put any bumpers on him.
Yeah, he needed about another lap or two, and he would have had him with them fresh tires.
Oh man, case and plot gonna be your winner, followed by Chris Hill and Hunter Kent to round out the podium.
Wow. Wow. What a night. Wow. Congratulations. Congratulations on the 19 on getting the win. Congratulations on Chris Hill in the second place, like you said, Brian. And I got to hear Hunter's interview. Wow. Wow. That was something else.
Yeah, I mean, he started out having a great race and was having a nightmare of a race and came out of here third. So that's you can't really complain about that all that much.
And he's burning it down, trying to blow the motor up. All right. Well, congratulations again to Kaysen on that one. Okay. All right. Ooh, wow, what a race. What a race, ladies and gentlemen. That was crazy. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back after we get ready for post-race interviews and get everybody into the waiting room and see what they have to say about this up and down night here at the Earl at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. But we will be right back after this quick word from Beat a Match.
One of the main reasons I did decide to join the registry is because the lack of African American representation on the registry. It's our responsibility to register. This is something that we can control. You can do this. Think about if it was your child. Think about if it was your sister. Don't let fear be the only reason that you don't save a life.
My name's Quentin O'Donnell. I'm 19 years old, and I was born and raised in Boulder, Colorado. When I was 16 years old, I was diagnosed with Hodgkin lymphoma, and since then, I have been doing 3 years of treatment. For the future, I hope to be able to beat my disease and just be an old person. I want to go to college, I want to continue to race, maybe be a professional driver one day, and just keep on living. That's my goal.
All right, we're back after a quick word from Beat a Match. All right, Brian. Well, we got our top three here ready to go here for a post-race interview here at the Earl. Let's see, who do we have in third place? Hunter. All right,
Yep, Hunter Kent.
who do you want to take tonight, bud? You want?
What? I can take third and second. Ain't no
Okay.
thing.
Ain't no thing. I got it. I want to hear what Hunter has to say with this up and down because this was crazy.
Yep.
All right, floor's yours, bud.
Alrighty. We'll bring him on up in here. Hey, Hunter Kent, it's Brian in the booth. You got a copy? Oh, he's got himself muted. There he is, Hunter. You got a copy there, man?
Yes, sir. What's up, Brian?
Not much. Just wow, what a race, and especially for you. Talk about a roller coaster ride of a race. Started up front on the pole, had a pretty good stage one, and then from then on, it just seemed like nothing could go your way. Got stuck 2 laps down, and had a time trying to get your laps back, but here you are finishing in third place. So, how was that race from behind the wheel there?
First off, I can't thank all the BR guys enough. We put together a great truck this week. I love New Hampshire. I kind of messed myself up there on the restart after the stage. I was trying to go too hard, and I shouldn't have. Kind of self-spun to the inside. It's going to happen when you're a little bit faster than the guys on older tires in front of you. They stayed out, but that's not an excuse. I did it to myself. Ended up going. I think I went up 3 laps down. I ended up like having to get kicked out of the server for some reason. I don't know what happened, but came back in. I never quit, and I don't know how I got third, but great win for Casey, great run for Chris. Like I said, I can't thank Chris and Jim Walden enough. They put together a great truck this week, and it was bad fast.
Yeah, it seemed like your guys' trucks, they were definitely the ones to beat. They were just seemed like the most solid trucks, most consistent trucks. It seemed like a lot of these guys out here, it was pretty loose out of two, especially. Is that what it kind of felt like in the truck?
Definitely when I came up off two that one time, it just once you get sideways in this, with the way the downforce packages in these trucks, it's really hard to save. It's not like the Cup car, but definitely sliding around, especially because we're switching down into third gear too. You're actually shifting here in the center of the corner, so it's actually scooting the back end out a little bit more. So you just got to kind of set your setup up to adjust for that, and we did a great job. And like I said, I don't know how I got third. I really, really appreciate all the hard work that these guys put in this week to get me where I was. So
Yeah. Well, before I let you go and celebrate your third place finish, is there anybody else you'd like to give a shout out to?
You guys for putting on the broadcast freaky fast. I love, I say it every week, and I love y'all's broadcasts. They're great. Everybody that watches, Nick Hurd, got to give a big shout out to him for putting on the Earl. I know we had a lot of cautions tonight, but there's a lot of hard racing, and I guess we'll just head on next week to Pocono and see what happens.
Oh man, Pocono Tricky Triangle. Yeah, that's going to be interesting next week. Yeah. Well, I will let you go and celebrate your third place finish, and we'll see you next week at Pocono.
All right, appreciate it, Brian. Y'all have a great rest of your night.
All right, you too. That was our third place finisher there, Hunter Kent.
Phew. Wow. What are we about? 3 laps? I didn't realize he went 3 laps down. I mean, that's something else. 3 laps down to come back to finish third. Wow.
That's a heck of a drive by him. Perseverance. That's why I say, if you get laps down, you never give up because you don't know how it's going to turn out. And that's a prime example right there.
Amen on that. All right.
We'll talk to his team, one of his teammates here, Chris Hill, second place finisher. We'll bring him on up in here. Hey, Chris, it's Brian in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Oh man, well, we just talked to Hunter. He had an up and down day, and you kind of had an up and down day as well, but not quite as down as his was. But y'all's trucks were definitely the ones to beat tonight, and it's just a second place finish is great showing by you and the rest of the team. So how was that truck there behind the wheel tonight?
Oh, it drove like a dream, but I got caught up in an early caution when the 88 spun, and I actually lost motor. I had almost 2 minutes of required repairs, so to fight back to a second place finish with low horsepower is outstanding in my mind.
Oh, I did. Yeah, I didn't even realize that. Yeah, the low power. That's a big issue to have, but. Yeah, great bounce back right there. We saw that, y'all's trucks were definitely the best handling, but a lot of these guys out here seem to be kind of all over the place. A little bit of tight, a little bit of loose. And was that how you were feeling? We saw a lot of things happening off it too. It seemed like it was pretty loose out there.
When the track was a little warmer at the start of the race, it was a little free for everybody. I don't think anybody had it under control then, but as the race came down to it, those last 30, 40 laps, the racing was really hard, but our cars were handling perfectly. We were able to cut the corner and power it off without having to fight the wheel.
Yeah, that's definitely what we saw from up here. And well, next week it sounds like we're gonna be heading to Pocono. So how are y'all thinking y'all gonna do over there?
It should be a good race. We had a good car there earlier this year. Hopefully everything kind of transfers over. We'll see what the weather's looking like, but we should be able to dial it in pretty early with a good base set.
All righty. Well, that sounds great. Well, before I let you go and celebrate your second place finish, is there anybody that you would like to give a shout out to?
You guys for putting on the broadcast every week. All the guys over here at Burnt Rubber did a lot of work on the set this week. Got it pretty decent. Uh, Nick for being able to put this whole lead together. Um, yeah,
All righty. Well, I'll let you go and celebrate your second place finish, and we'll see you next week at Pocono.
appreciate it, bud. Y'all have a good one.
And that was our second place finisher of Chris Hill.
So what did he say? He's down on horsepower.
Yeah, it sounded like he had a head-on collision at some point, and yeah, got a little bit down on horsepower, and that's something that can be kind of difficult to repair during the race.
Yeah.
So yeah, great job on him and both of them. It seemed like the whole team had an up and down day.
Oh, big time, big time. But yeah, man. All right. Well, hey, man, I'm down here with the race winner here of Kaysen, and he's hopping out of that 19, and I got to find out if he likes lobster, and so we'll have a quick word with him. Kaysen, Robert up here at Freaky Fast in the booth, man. You got a copy? Got his mic muted. Maybe he's keeping the mic muted because he doesn't like lobster. Because I'm standing 10 feet away, Brian. I'm not getting near that lobster. It's not coming near me. They're yucky and gross. And yeah, no thanks.
A little slimy, I guess.
Yeah, I don't even want to get close to that kind of stuff. Yuck, yuck. All right, now his mic's back. Jason, you there, bud?
Yes, sir. How y'all doing?
Oh, I'm doing great. I'm standing 10 feet away from that lobster. You can go over there. Do you like lobster?
I don't mind them, but they're good.
Well, you go over there and stand by that lobster, like I said, and I'll stand over here and I'll interview you, and we'll just throw the mic back and forth to each other. But man, you started tonight here in second place and P2, and you finished first. You led 43 laps. Your fastest lap was a 29.746, but man, what an up and down night just for everybody. Loose, tight, all over the place. How was the truck for you, man?
It was crazy to start the race. Didn't have much practice because I got back to the house from a weekend vacation about 20 minutes before the race started, so didn't get too much practice, but had to lean on my teammates a lot for some feedback and everything. And I can't thank them guys enough. But it was an up and down race. I mean, I definitely probably got that one handed to me. Got to be honest. I think if Hunter and Chris and Will didn't get in those wrecks, I think they would have definitely been up there.
Oh yeah, you were trying to mow down Will there for a while. You both were battling. You both, even when Will was leading the race, you guys were running about the similar lap times. But there towards the end of the race, Chris and caught me and Brian off guard. But Chris decided to duck down and get fresh tires. Well, he made it through the field, and I believe if he had another 2 laps, he probably could have got you. Because you were like 20 laps on your tires compared to fresh laps, but. He drove that thing down into turn 3 and 4 extremely hard. Were you doing a lot of rear view mirror driving then?
I can't lie. I mean, I was, and I told him I was like, if you get clear, I mean, you're gonna be right here on me. So, but I knew, I mean, if he did get to me, he's gonna race me clean. I mean, that's just how we try to race each other, and it was just one of those things. Just I had to run my race and just try to finish.
Yeah, 10-4, man. Well, congratulations again on your win. So, question for you now. We head off to
Yes,
Pocono next week. How's that track for you? Is that a track that you enjoy, or?
I think it'd be a pretty good one for all the BRR team. Ran some laps around there this past week, and just gotta get the feel for it. I mean, I didn't get to run the race earlier in the year, so it'd be interesting. I think we'll be in good hands though with all these guys and the setup. So just gotta run our race and see how it goes.
10-4, 10-4. Well, hopefully you dominate that tricky triangle up there at Pocono, Pennsylvania when we unload there, and you guys unload there on Friday night to get your qualifying laps in to get ready for the Sunday night event. But what are you going to do with this lobster? You going to cook it? You going to set it free? You going to throw it in the river? What are you going to do with it? Run it over with your truck? What's your game plan?
I think I'll take it over to Hunter. I'll let him cook it.
There you go. There you go. All right. Well, as long as he likes lobster, because I'm like, again, here's the mic. I'll stand over here. You can talk. I don't like.
I hear you on that.
I'm not a seafood guy. I even stay away from that stuff. It's like, yeah, no thanks. I'm good. Even going through the grocery store, I'm like, yeah, I can stay right in there. Yeah, that's fine. It's good where it's at. But man, all right. Well, I'm gonna let you go celebrate with your team, man. Again, congratulations again on getting your victory, man. Is there anybody you want to give a shout out before I set you sail?
Yeah, I gotta thank all the burnt rubber racing guys, especially Chris, Jim, and Hunter for working on the setup. They're definitely on a lot more than me, so they're definitely a lot more hands on with making the setup. And thanks for y'all for broadcasting, doing a great job, and thanks to Nick for having a great league.
All right. Yes, I must agree, and you're quite welcome. And well, we will catch you in Pennsylvania at the Long Pond next week, buddy. And congratulations again, and have a great week.
Yes, sir. Y'all too. Appreciate it.
Oh, we were both doing the double move.
Yep.
I was wondering why his name wasn't moving. You must have had a hold of him before, but all right. Well, we'll bring up the unofficial results here tonight at New Hampshire Motor Speedway here with the Earl. So what are you thinking here after this race here, Brian?
It could be it was obviously a pretty difficult track for a lot of these guys here, but it seemed about halfway through the race we started to get a handle on it, and it was just kind of typical New Hampshire. It took a couple laps to pass guys looked like, and the guys that had the most consistent truck did finish up front, and uh, so yeah, not a huge fan of New Hampshire, but I do enjoy it.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. I'm not. Only thing I like about New Hampshire is it's a great track. All NASCAR tracks are great tracks in my opinion, but New Hampshire is a rhythm track, like you said, and I'm talking as what I seen tonight, guys that once they got in rhythm, the race was really really good. But you throw them rhythm off and different braking points and different turning points and different that stuff like that, it takes a while for even just leagues out there to mold together to know a driving style. Not that these guys don't know each other, but everybody's learning. And, you know, there was a little high on the caution count. And I'm sure Nick would even say that, out there. But hey, it's short track racing, ladies and gentlemen. And it was awesome racing at the end there. I really thought Chris Hill was going to bring it back, and if he would have had another lap, he would have had something for that 19. And the strong truck out there tonight that led the most laps of Will Jones. Unfortunately, he's going to bring it home 14th there with 16 laps down. What a tough night for him, man. He was looking strong out there. I wonder if he was thinking lobster and just got excited, and he's like, chomp my lips on a 20-pound lobster, and but he doesn't make it back to back, unfortunately, but he's going to head into the Long Pond up in Pennsylvania where these guys are going to be next week. And I'm sure he's going to have another tough truck, man. And, he's going to be fast again there. But if you want to run through the unofficial results here real quick, and then we'll get ready to set sail and get ready for our work week as everybody else does.
Yes, sir. Well, tonight you're a winner. It's going to be Case and Plot in that 19, followed by teammate Chris Hill in second place, and followed by another teammate, Hunter Kent, in third. Alan DeFries is going to finish fourth. Jason Spear, top five for him, finishing in fifth. Ryan Kendrick is going to be sixth place. Chaney Ballou going to finish seventh. Adam Heasley, eighth. Jim Walton, ninth. Daryl Spear, 10th. Mickey Spear, 11th. Nick Hurd is going to finish 12th here tonight. Derek Runge, 13th. Will Jones, 14th. Mark Truxell, 15th. Colt Ansley, 16th. Tommy D'Angelo, 17th. And Justin Napier is going to round out the field in 18th position.
All right. That's going to round out your field here tonight with Earl. Wow. What a race, man. What a race. It was fun watching. It was a long race, but these guys get ready to head off, like I said, to Pocono, man. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we here at Freaky Fast would like to say thank you to everybody for the back support. I do, knock on wood, believe. Wait, I gotta find wood. Okay, there we go. Believe we got our internet issues fixed. I do apologize to anybody that was going to be over on the Facebook side to watch, but there was an error that came up on my end. Don't know why, and I'm not even going to try to figure out why. Sometimes things work and sometimes things don't. But we'll look into it for next week for everybody on the Facebook side of things. But until then, man, I guess the next broadcast will be at Racing Freak Saturday night, but it will be in car with me. So if you'd like to watch me drive around, try to beat Brian Johnson and Zach Hall out there on the track, as them guys are, just come and
Good
watch. And good. Yeah, I need the thanks, man. Thanks. All right. Okay. So with that, I think we're gonna get ready to sign off because he just nailed that right on the nose. I need all the luck because I sit back and
Where are
watch.
we going Saturday night?
I have no clue.
Wait, no, we're going to Watkins Glen. That's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, road race. Well, okay. So watching me run through the sand pit, watching me miss the turns, watching me downshift and mess that up. Because trust me, I'm not a road guy. No, I'm not. But hey, if you want to come out and get the laughs, and honestly, come out and watch and get the laughs and see who finishes that race and see if Brian Johnson here that won this past race at Racing Freaks. See if he can make it back to back, and is heading to road course, which is up his alley. But he's definitely going to have Zach Hall back with the internet issues being fixed. It's going to be tough. He's got some other drivers there that are road ringers. So it's going to be tough with this new package that we got going on in the Cup cars. And then we will be live 9 o'clock Eastern again here at the EARL at Pocono as they get ready to take on the Long Pond up there. And that's going to be a fun race to watch. But, okay, well, until then, man, congratulations on your win, Saturday night, man. But we are going to sign off, and we wish everybody the best of luck through the week. Be safe, stay cool, stay out of the heat until this heat breaks on the East Coast side. It's extremely, it's very, very dangerous. And I can't stress that enough. So just make sure you got AC and you stay cool and dehydrated. And if you got to work outside, same thing. Stay cool, stay dehydrated, and don't overdo it. But until then, God bless everybody. Love yous all. Peace out.
Peace out, y'all.